What's up, y'all? Real John King here in my squeaky chair. Every time I move, it squeaks. Hey, this story here took place in the year of, see, the years all run together for me. So I know this was in the 90s sometime. Exactly. Well, I'll take that back. This might have took place in the late 80s. Yeah, I think this took place in the late 80s because I had my little 19, what was it? It was a little Honda hatchback, little blue hatchback. The 1984 hatchback, yeah. So this took place somewhere in the late 80s. I was on my way to Norfolk, Virginia to do a show with Marsha Warfield. Marsha Warfield played Roz Russell on the NBC series Night Court. She was like the bailiff. And doing this show with Marsha was a big deal for me, man, because Marsha was a she was a she was a star at the time. You know, she was on TV every week, and I remember her from her stand-up. Uh, she had um, she had a real good stand-up career, and always dug her comedy, man. So once again, it was a big deal to be able to work with Marsha Warfield. So I'm in my little 1984 Honda Civic hatchback, and I'm driving up to Norfolk, and I got on the other side of Atlanta, maybe 20, 25 miles on the other side of Atlanta on route. Wow, I want to say, wow, what route was that? Hmm, maybe Route 20. No, it wasn't Route 20. It might have been Route 85. I don't even really remember. I know I was headed east. So I'm in my little Honda, and the water pump went out. Well, the way it was designed, the water pump was turned by a belt, which was also the timing belt. But when the timing belt failed, it took the water pump out too. And I'm on the side of the road, and there ain't nothing I can do but get towed. So the show was at night, and I needed to get my car towed, and I needed to catch a flight to get to Norfolk. Well, luckily, I had a cousin that lived in Atlanta. Well, actually, I had a bunch of cousins lived in Atlanta, but my one cousin T, who we call Terry, well, we call her T, but her name is Terry. I called Terry, and she had her husband at the time come out there on whatever route I was on. I can't remember. Route 20, Route 85. I think it was Route 85. Come out there to help me out. So what he did was he came out, waited on me to get my car towed. I had it towed to a auto repair shop slash gas station or whatever. And then I had him to take me to the airport. Now, you know, when you get a flight the same day you're flying, they ain't cut you no slack on the price. So I had to pay full price for that flight. So I called the agent at the time, which was Creative Entertainment. I think I might have talked to Jeff Chester or whatever. And I said, man, look, my car's broke down on the side of the highway. I'm getting it towed. I made reservations to get a flight to make sure that I make it there to the show. And I said my arrival time is going to be cutting it close. So I need you to have somebody to pick me up at the airport as soon as I get there so I can get a ride back to the hotel. Now, a lot of times when comics break down on the side of the road, they'll just cancel the show because you got to go through a lot to try to make that gig when it's that far away. It was like 11-hour drive, man, and I wasn't even a third of the way yet. So Jeff said he appreciated me, putting forth all the effort to make sure I made that gig. And I did make the gig. I got there, I don't know, man, maybe hours before the show started, or whatever. They had somebody waiting for me to take me back to the hotel. And I showered, got dressed, and I made that show. And which turned out to be a really good show, too, because Marsha Warfield ain't no joke when it comes to that stage, man. So I got a chance to open up for Marsha Warfield, did a good job, was well received by the audience. Of course, Marsha went up and did her thing, and she tore it up, man, like I'm sure she always did. But I got a chance to talk with Marsha, and she was a really nice lady, man. She was really nice. She gave me some advice on comedy and working out on the road, and it was really nice to be able to work with her and be able to chat it up with her. And the thing about that story, though, man, is I spent a lot of money getting there to that gig, and just the flight alone was took up all the money that I made. But see, now I'm up there and I got no car, so I got to get back home. So I got to rent a car, which is added expense. So I rented a car, um, drove back to Birmingham, where I was living at the time, and now I got a gig to go to starting early that next week. So I had to keep that rental car, man, for a couple of weeks until I got my car fixed. So I spent a ton of money, man, making that gig and paying for rental cars, and I lost a lot of money that month because the amount of money I made that month didn't come up to what I had spent that month. So, but I was dedicated in, making the gig, and I was a person that if I booked a gig, I was going to do everything in my power to get there, and that's what I did. And like I say, I lost money that month, but it was worth it because I really enjoyed working with Marsha. And but that's just the kind of person I am. I'm going to show up if I have to and do whatever it takes in order to make a gig. All right, man, that's it for that story. So if y'all would do me a favor, please like, please share, and please subscribe to this channel. Check y'all out next time on a random road story by the real John King. Peace.